How dare you disrespect me that way, you arrogant young popinjay! Oh, I missed. Ah! Well, hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the 11 Bang Bang channel. I'm your host, Ethan Woods, and today, guys, we got another very macaroni piece of history, and that's this right here. This is the Twigg pistol. This one is a 70 caliber. These were made, according to my knowledge of what I've read on them very briefly, these were made anywhere from the 1750s to the 1790s. Twigg was very well known for building dueling pistols. However, it would appear that this is more of the kind of working man's pistol, if you would. Like I said, 70 caliber smoothbore, big gun there, guys, big gun. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take this thing. I've got her loaded up here with 75 grains of powder, and I've got a 64 caliber musket ball in it, and we're taking it pretty light on it today, guys. I'm not going to load this thing up like I've done a lot of these. Pretty light charge, really, compared to some of the other ones I've done. And if you may notice, we got a really cool looking pan and prison on this thing. It's just a beautiful gun, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to try to hit the ghost of Cowboy Bob down here. How about you parry this, you filthy casual? Yes, sir. Completely missed him just like I normally do, but boy, that was fun to shoot. How dare you insult my honor? I think we still missed him. She got a lot of bark to her though, I'll tell you that. Alright, so I've had a talk with myself and I've told myself, self, you are not going to flinch and you will hit that steel target. I have faith. I didn't flinch, but I sure enough didn't hit the steel target. Oh well. And I'm going to try another shot here. Let's see here. I'll try to shoot that over there. And I hit him pretty hard. So, yeah, actually, this is just a real gorgeous pistol. And I haven't really hit a whole lot out here today with it. A lot of that's probably me, but again, I'm not very good with flintlock pistols. I don't know what it is about them. They just don't like me or something, but I have had wonderful fun out here today. It's just a beautiful day. Fall is just around the corner. Everything's cooling off. It just feels beautiful out here today. It's like nice 75 degrees. You know, shooting this pistol out here today, it kind of reminds me of what I'd heard a fella say about bird hunting one time. We'd go out and we'd hunt birds, and of course, you know, a bunch of kids miss all the time. And he was just having the time of his life, and whenever asked why, he said, you know, sometimes it's fun just to go out and watch the dogs work. And that's what it is sometimes with these flintlocks. I think, honestly, sometimes it's fun just to go out and watch the lock work. I build locks nowadays, and just to see something this old work this good is absolutely amazing. And now I'm going to show you some of the features of this beautiful 250-year-old Twigg pistol. I'm going to get a little closer here, and I'll have you look. We see we got some very nice engraving here on the tang. We have the Twigg on the lock plate with our engraving there. One thing I'd like you to notice about this lock is some of the features that are generally kind of associated with newer or more modern firearms, as in early 1800s that is, such as this water-resistant pan. You'll see that it overlaps slightly over the hammer, or frizzen as we'd now call it, slightly overlaps the pan here, and this is going to allow water to run off of this without penetrating into the pan and your priming powder is bad, making this gun more reliable in damp conditions. You see here we have a roller bearing on our frizzen spring, or a feather spring, and that is going to aid in throwing this hammer open and again making it more reliable, faster lock time. You'll see we have London on the top of the barrel there, and we've got our appropriate markings for the proof markings. Another thing that's generally associated with later firearms is a barrel wedge. We know that the barrel wedge was used on guns like the pattern 1776 British rifle, but you don't generally see it on guns of that period as much. You'll see we have a homemade rammer and we have a bead front sight. Now I think this is something that somebody has added on later. Could be original, but I kind of doubt it. But the one thing that really blows me away is we only have one lock screw there. And again, as I stated before, this is a 70 caliber handgun, and it actually shoots very, very well. So we know from archaeological evidence, namely guns being dug up out of wells and such, guns from this time period and before, that a lot of times these smoothbore, large bore flintlock pistols, or you know, the Roman lock pistols, wheel lock pistols, a lot of time these big bore, smooth bore pistols were not only loaded with one projectile, they would oftentimes be loaded with two much smaller projectiles, because I think that has to do with something that I have experienced with these handguns, is that it is hard to hit with them. A lot of times they don't have sights on them. Luckily on this case we do have a bead, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use some of this treated cardboard wad. This is treated so it shouldn't start a fire, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that on top of the powder. We've already poured our powder charge. We loaded 70 grains of 3F in here, so you know, not too big of a charge. So we're going to put our wad on top of powder there, and the reason for that is because normally I don't like to wad on top of the powder, but we're going to be shooting 2 of these 58 caliber rifle balls, and we're just going to drop them on top of that wad, and then take and load another wad on top, like such. See if I can actually hit the ghost of cowboy Bob, or Bill, or whatever his name. I've gotten him confused. It's been so many years. Let's see if I can hit him with 2 58 caliber balls here. Sure enough can. So there you go. You can load 2 balls. It was done a lot historically. We're finding a lot of handguns out east in the battlefield regions out there of the Revolutionary War and before, of these large bore, smooth bore handguns being loaded with more than one projectile. I've been getting better as I've been shooting this twig throughout the day. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can maybe make like a, I think this is about 35 yards right here to Cowboy Bob. So let's see if we can't miss him. You know, having a bead front sight is actually kind of nice. Okay, so this might be a bit optimistic, but I'm going to try a 100-yard shot here on the Ghost of Cowboy Bob with this Twig pistol. Let's see if we can make it happen. Nope. But still fun to shoot. Well, folks, that's about all I got for you today. So what are my thoughts on the old Twig pistol here. This is an excellent handgun. I fired it probably over 30, 40-ish times today. I have not had a single misfire. So that's pretty good for being 250-ish years old. So I don't think I'll be running this good at 250 years old. I know people are going to think I'm shilling out for Big Twig here, you know, and thinking that they've given me some sort of special deal, but I promise you that's not the case. So guys, if you liked what you saw today, be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And as always, trust in God and keep your powder dry. Bye.